Okay, I want to show some really cool stuff that I never showed before here in the daily fantasy world that can help you. This here is not the most exact, but it can get exciting for helping yourself to review your lineups from the previous day. Here, I noticed that every other day of the week, uh, going back 2 weeks or so, I had a true ace pitcher, and so I was more so experimenting using Lucchese. He didn't score this many actual points; it was more like 23. So this isn't 100% accurate at all, but it gives you an idea of your total lineup. And what it is, this was a loss. Did not score enough fantasy points to cash in on this particular lineup here. As I used for the Diamondbacks, which went well. And I got some good one-offs there, such as Aquino in the lineup, and Par was okay in their fantasy point production. But what I was going to show you, it was really exciting. I believe here was this Swish Analytics, another site I discovered where you look up the stadium park factors, let's say, in a matchup for today. As far as what we need to do, what I usually do here is look at the position weaknesses here. So we can try to get that to load. As far as a game, let's say in Cleveland, we just click here on the Indians. It'll take us to the progressive field park factors. If you noticed here that the right field area is more likely to get some home runs and triples, so more points. They can get it over there. That is the lefties in this column right here. So over here you can see, notice that with the green sections get a lot of production there from hitters. Okay, so doubles, triples, and home runs. So you could say it's really a left-handed hitter's field, and of course they have a few great switch hitters on that team as well. So a perfect example right there. Um, not that in all cases is this going to matter. It's a slight difference on most parks, but here it's a significant difference for fantasy point production as far as home runs, triples, doubles. So that's that. And then if I can get this to reload to show you what I usually do, okay, for the positions, and I give you a good idea of what's to expect for today's massive 14-game slate, because we just need to adjust this here. You can save more lineups, so to give yourself at least an idea as far as how accurate it be or not. Of course, just check your actual scores. Okay, this is focused on FanDuel, so that site there. Excuse me. So you could make up a lot of money. You can make a lot of money, period, in cash and following the methods that I'm showing. It's an anti-fragile method to show you right now. So that means that you're really in cash going for massive upside along with the floor and ceiling of a high strikeout ace type pitcher. So you're you're looking at right here, right away, the outer shell of the fantasy point expected production. What that means is this site here, the draft dashboard, does not give you the analytics behind or the story of why, for example, this pitcher is having a rough time. He's only getting 1.7 innings per game. So this is putting pressure on their bullpen, Cincinnati's. As far as I can recall, I believe, well, it'll be interesting to pick on, actually, it's Washington, sorry. It is interesting to pick on Washington's bullpen. So you can certainly do that with some higher upside players that get you home runs, doubles and triples, and stolen bases against this pitcher for the Nationals. So interestingly also as well, Cincinnati's playing away. So I love to target righties on the road. There's a possibility of more at bats for a starting player, and matchup wise better for a righty in general. Okay, so this already has, I can tell, this early in the morning, about 6:35, a 10.5 set over under. So that's good. That's the type of game we want to target. As we know, we will for today the Cincinnati Reds, and likely going to be both lefties and righty based upon what he's allowed. And we are going to get more in depth on that later in the day to give you definitive uh, best or cash possible stacks. Okay, not that you have to stack. As with my lineup I showed you from yesterday, it had a stacking nature to it, but it doesn't have to have it. So then the other one we are likely going to look at is going to be St. Louis versus uh, Kansas City's pitcher and bullpen combined. You're only getting 4 innings from this guy, Sparkman, so St. Louis is going to be a value option stack, I'm sure, and going to be a necessity to fit in this high expensive ace pitcher. Another one here, Milwaukee. There's definitely a weakness with the righties. Great. Milwaukee's at home, great park. We can look up our park factors, see how they'll do there. As far as the Milwaukee righties, okay, loving it so far. Once again, the Yankees, of course, no surprise. The righties at home, look up their park factors, see how they'll do, potentially. All right, so as far as choosing your pitchers, line them up right here. I already know, likely Kershaw is the most highly sought after strikeout pitcher. However, Miami will put out a ton of righties. I don't think it's going to matter. It's a pitcher's park. He's in a great spot. The other possibility here is Domingo Germán versus Baltimore. High strikeout team, and he can get himself certainly a quality start and win there as well. Okay, so there's a lot of determining factors, of course, to go into inside the game to ensure, because this outer shell of an optimizer program right here, the outer shell is telling me initially these are the best pitchers and lineups to use. However, later on as the day progresses, we're going to get more info and data from the DFS army as it leaks in. The whole research station, the sheets. This is something else right now. It's a DFS Army draft kit for season long. This is awesome as well. But the MLB stuff is going to show us a whole lot. I'm not going to go there now because it's not up yet. We're going to use a research station. Start with that. We're going to go look at the pitcher lefty-righty splits. We're going to do the same for the batters. We're going to come up with things such as weighted on base percentage for guys that are base stealers. We're going to sort out players easily and efficiently how to do that. We're going to look at the coaches' notes, players' picks, make sure what they're saying is true as well. We're going to look at the starting lineups page, the potential lineups the teams will pump out with the splits and recent past 30 days to be exact, recent splits, lefty righties. We're going to look at the Carnage report. We're going to look at prop bets, over under on certain amount of strikeouts in particular. So all day, basically looking at all these factors, the weather right here, that help me decide whether to be sure this guy is worthy to play in my number one single cash game lineup, which I save or not. So I'm going with one main cash lineup to decide, looking for my high upside matchup based players once I gather more and more data to make that one cash lineup and vary that lineup from there. I may change 2 players on each lineup. So 7 out of the 9 will be the same as the original. If I make 10 lineups, I'm going to insert the same lineup 10 times on FanDuel, but then I'm going to change it. 9 out of those 10, I'm going to change by 2 players. So I'm going to have diversification, but not too much diversification in my pool of lineups. So that's how you can easily do it. If you want to play mass multi-entry tournament style or something like that, you can come over here and you can use the MLB Domination Station. So you can vary the lineups that you use. Now for football, because we're busy into this season as well, what I'm doing right now also as well is I'm comparing, looking at this sheet here. I notice overall, what this number means right here is that DeAndre Hopkins, for example, is overall ADP, average draft position, in the 12-team league is going 6th overall. When I come and look over here, okay, I have to go to NFL. I love to compare sites. I love to compare as much data as I possibly can throughout the day. Season long, okay. Scroll down to their recommended. This doesn't include everybody. Recommended wide receivers, of course. Overall, 8.8. That means 8th to 9th overall player selected. Here's where I'm taking him. 5th overall. Because right now, of course, Zeke Elliott is out. Potentially, his value is dropping. If you're doing a season-long PPR league, half point, you come to wealthyfantasyfootball.com, you get a summary of the average draft position. Okay? Saquon Barkley, 1.2, 1.4 average. Christian McCaffrey, on average, going about 3rd overall because of the skew with Elliott dropping. This is what we have going on right now. David Johnson, 4th overall, is my pick. Hopkins, like I said, moving 2 up. So if you want to find out who he's moved up against, keep checking this out. Perhaps in a couple days, and then daily as I update, continue to work and building this list. Get ready for my own season-long drafts, even best ball, using it to make sure that I'm using all the tools that I can use as necessary to sort these things out. This includes here the most data, of course, that you get on the DFS Army, such as the value and their tiering. So their best players at the position overall, like I said, ADP. All their rankings, the team, of course, in the buy, and their notes over here. Scrolling over to see what else they have to say about these 2 guys here, about their players. So chosen. So just giving you my own rankings here and showing you from the top the differences in the draft position as far as what they are and the way I'm drafting it in my particular season-long drafts. So just giving you that info so you can get up to date not only on season daily, but exciting season-long stuff as well. All right. So look to get that over at wealthyfantasyfootball.com, and any of the tools you can get on my site. As far as discounts, 20% off the research station, and a free trial of the draft dashboard, to mention a couple of those resources and tools. All right. Take care.